Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Green, and it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the point. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Count it, good. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Powell, that's good.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Harden dishes to Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. From deep. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
This is who McCollum is, someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the jam by Harden.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Now here's Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Harden surveying the D. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Irving, and the basket is good.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard, right side. Takes it out to Covington. Lillard against Harden. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Covington.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Irving. Jordan the pass to Harris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. McCollum right side. Powell against Harris. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Pops it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic rebounded by the Nets.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Here's Harden. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Irving to the inside. Stolen by Cantor. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the basket by McCollum.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Harden finds Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Stolen by Harden. Down low. On the wing, Irving. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers out in front, up 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Chioza's checked in.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
Harden, no good. Portland leading by 4. McCollum outside. Some solid defense from Brown.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Harden right side. Passes it to Chioza. Now, here is Harden. Guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Here's Aldridge. Basket counts. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Griffin. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. That ties the game. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
There isn't a defender in the league who wants to take on Griffin inside. I mean, he's going to take you to school down there.
McCollum dishes to Cantor and stolen by Aldridge. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Trailblazers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Kicks it out to McCollum. And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Brown the pass to Irving. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard attacking. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Gets an open look and hits. Lillard's got 5.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Irving dishes to Aldridge. Here's Chioza. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
In Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, GA, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Chioza. Defended by Jones. Chioza passes to Griffin. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Brown against Lillard. And stolen by Aldridge. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard attacking. Cantor dishes to Lillard. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
Outside Irving. Here's Aldridge. A 3-pointer off the mark. And that's it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period. And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The crafty nature of Lillard's game. He's exceptional at tricky defenders, especially with the pump fake.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And the Nets with possession here. To the paint. Nice move. Jordan trying to free himself up. No good on the shot. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And here's McCollum. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
You got to respect the intelligence of McCullough, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
It's Harden with the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Harden outside. He kicks it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. The pass to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Harden. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And stolen by Lillard. Knocks it loose. And a wide open look for McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Harden kicks to Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And it's Simons missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets, trailing by 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Cullen passes to Cannon. And Jordan sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. For the lead. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 2.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Portland no good that time either. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving with it. And And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Giles checked in for Nurkic. The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Now, the learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving is a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's the teardrop, and it's Lillard missing. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-7 run. Chioza, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Now Harden. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets as they end the 3rd quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Lillard against Harden, and it's Lillard missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. It's stolen by Jones. Lillard outside. That one drops for him.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Harden against Powell. Harden dishes to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Nets with possession here. Back to Irving. Puts it up. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard looking around. He feeds it to Nurkic. Griffin with the steal. Right side Irving. To the middle. Griffin inside. Anthony on him. Griffin's shot is off. Here's Lillard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Feeds to Griffin. And yes, it's good. And the Nets lead by 5.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And the foul on Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Jeff Green. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
Free throw good, McCollum.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Lillard against Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Count that one.
Oh, come on. You got to love Harden, especially when he's destroying defenses with his floater.
Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. And he makes that one.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Lillard with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cullen passes to Cannon. Oh, and they take the lead.
I don't think pressure bothers Cantor that much. He remains calm and collected in the game's biggest moment.
Now here's Harden. Irving with a clean look. No good from outside. Here's McCollum. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Harden kicks to Harris. Nets passing it around. Aldridge, no luck.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And the foul on Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Stolen by Harden. Passes to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Harden against Lillard. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they could count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Count!
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden the pass to Griffin. Got it!
Coming alive down the stretch. I like how Griffin commands the ball when the game is on the line.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Now here's Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
It's winning time. Harden knows his job description.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so good.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the three. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the three spot. 5 on the clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Lillard outside. Passes it to McCollum. Leonard with the steal. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Right side George. On the wing Jackson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Now here's Jackson. Outside for Batum. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Those three-pointers off the mark. And here's Portland. McCollum dishes to Cantor. It's Powell on the wing. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George passes to Zubac. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And George gets it to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Cantor. Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. And another three for Portland.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Patterson inside. He's covered by Cantor. Patterson, that's good.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Here's Lillard. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo with the steal. Morris with the ball. Cantor covering. Here's Patterson. Missed inside. Portland leading by 4. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
George with the bucket. George has got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lillard attacking. Patterson bringing the double. Cantor finds McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Back to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Leonard has it in the corner. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
George with the bucket. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Trailblazers leading by 6. They've got Patrick Patterson. Also, Ivica Zubac out there. Jackson is out there with Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 2. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Good on the bucket.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Jackson. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Simons. He feeds it to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Kennard. Little with the rebound. Portland leading. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Mann passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. Now the pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson. There's the 3. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
There's Nurkic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kennard. Portland grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Little. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Releases. Nurkic trying to get open. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Simons. The feed now to Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for Portland. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Kennard kicks to Morris. Over Little. Morris, no good. Trailblazers leading by 11. Jones, the pass to Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
From deep three-point range, the Clippers keep it alive. Jackson passes to Morris. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. The wide open shot by Little. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 13. Jackson passes to Oturu. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. High post, Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. This one for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Now here's Jackson. Out to the wing. The tray. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Here's Simons. Dishes to Covington. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Jackson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are leading by 12. Shaq, how do you think? Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Little. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Little.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. That'll be a 5-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Powell, he's checked in for Jones. Lillard surveying the D. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Lillard against Jackson. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Clippers trail by 14. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard dishes to Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Leonard kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
George against Lillard. Inside. Passes it to Powell. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. Jackson passes to Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. And that one's good, Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Count that one. Kanter's got his first basket.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Stolen by Kanter. And here's the break. Lillard from outside. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers leading by 16. Deep two from Anthony. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
He had a nice open look right there. McCollum's got 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
From deep, George. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Pass to Anthony. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Cantor. The layup off target. Leonard inside. Anthony with the defensive effort. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Portland closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Patterson is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the shooting guard position. Kicks it out to McCollum. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Patterson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. At the elbow, Batum. Here's Giles. Whoa, hammering it in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Morris passes to man. On the wing, Morris. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Morris has got his first bucket of the night. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Clippers trail by 18. And no good. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Harry Giles. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So, for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. And it's Paul George in for Rajon Rondo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. It's Jones on the wing. Defended by Batum. Lillard against Jackson. Fires at the elbow. Lillard misses. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Leonard missing. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 22 is their biggest lead. fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. McCollum finds Canner. The shot by Lillard wide open. Portland again missing. The three from George. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 18. To the wing on the left. Lillard attacking. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Clippers, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Right side, Batum. And George kicks to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lillard way outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Holiday with the 3, and it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Lillard with no one around. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Here's Lillard, and he banks in the layup.
Well, compact and strong Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Kanter. Lillard finds Kanter. Back to Lillard. 4 on the clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Well, you might have thought he was rushing. I think he knew exactly what the time was on the clock. Lillard keeping his composure.
Holiday against Lillard. Here's Lopez. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard against Holiday, and a wide open look for McCollum, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard against Holiday. Kanter kicks to Covington. And the dunk by Powell.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's the Bucks now. after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Holiday. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Connaughton following the basket by C.J. McCollum. It's deflected. Portis, the pass to Forbes. This one for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Holiday. And Cantor pulls it down.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Bucks trail by 3. Holiday left side. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Cullen passes to Simons. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Covington. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. Here is Forbes. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Jones. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. After this break, we'll... When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game...
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. McCollum dishes to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Middleton on the wing. The Bucks working the ball around. Nurkic against Lopez. Nurkic with the block. Down low, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Portland leading.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passed a little, and here's Nurkic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Brent Forbes. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Over to the left wing. Connaughton passes to Holiday. Lopez left side. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard outside. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Tries again. Portland again missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Powell, that's good.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Holiday surveying the floor. Outside Portis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Bangs home the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard outside. On deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Portis. Little with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Outside Holiday. Shoots, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. And it's Derek Jones in for Little. Lillard dishes to Kanter. That shot off. Great D that time from Portis. And stolen by Lillard. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. And he lays it straight in.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist really the key to that entire sequence. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's Portland holding on to it. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Jones kicks to Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee on D. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Shakes him. Excellent D from Cantor.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Lillard attacking. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Lillard. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Forbes the pass to Lopez. Cantor dishes to Lillard. The 3. They get it back.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Bucks trail by 12. To the left side wing. There's the lob at Kumbo.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Lillard gets double-teamed. McCollum finds Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jones, no luck. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Passes to DiVincenzo. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Lillard looking around. The tray. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And it's sent back by Lopez. They're running. There's the lob. And Kumbo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle. Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Lillard, right side. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Cantor. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. He's out there with Anthony. Norman Powell's out there with Giles. And it's Simons in at the point guard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker. Such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Inside, Giles. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Here's Portis. The pass to Tucker. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Anthony. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead. To the inside. Stolen. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Simons, the pass to Giles. And that one is hammered home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Simons, the pass to Covington to the right side. Giles kicks to Covington. Pass to Giles. To the wing right side. Simons. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 7. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Giles. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now the feed to McCollum, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Portland leading by 7. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lillard on top, guarded by Holiday. Lock at 6. Lillard dishes to Kanter. Lillard attacking, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Three-pointer, Lillard. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count it. And now just a 5-point Portland lead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the dunk by Covington.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Giannis with it. To the middle. Here's Tucker. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. McCollum fires from way outside. Misses the 3. Bucks shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Another shot. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Money!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
46 seconds left in the fourth. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Such a wide-open look. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Shoots. And Kanter pulls it down. McCollum fires from way outside. Off the mark. So the Trailblazers win it. They came in here and took care of business. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Here we go. And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Harden. From deep three-point range. Irving drives in. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Lillard. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got his second basket.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Outside, Green. Top of the key, Harris. On the wing, Irving. Nets passing it around. And Harden wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lillard fires away from way outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. For 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and it's in there.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now, here's Lillard. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Irving surveying the floor. The dish to Jordan. Back to Irving. Harden outside. Offensive rebound, Nets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's the lob to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Powell, that's good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Harden finds Jordan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Chioza's checked in.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you. Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Throws it up high.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Powell, that's good. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. 4-point game.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. And he makes good on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
It's McCollum with the drive. Pass to Simons. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Irving. To the paint. And Aldridge slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Cullen passes to Cantor. And he gets the basket efficient. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for James Harden.
and one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Here's Nurkic. There's the feed to Cantor. Anthony dishes to Powell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Nets trail by 3. Harden up top. He's got 8. Right side, Griffin. And the pass to Luau. Harden with it. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 3. He kicks to Powell. Passes it to Anthony. Powell against Brown. Powell, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Here's Harden. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Harden up top, covered by Lillard. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from James Harden.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Lillard. It's tipped. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lillard against Harden. Here is Lillard. Got a piece of it. And some good action through the first 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points, 2 steals. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Irving attacking. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Harden. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Outside Jordan. On its way from Irving for 2. Drops one in from the wing. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Great D that time from Jordan.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Claxton. From deep, Harden. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving for the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Feeds to Cantor. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Harden, and he converts the layup. Harden's got 20.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Little, he's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
I'll tell you, Cantor's jump shot is very consistent. The defense has got to respect it, which is why that pump fake becomes effective.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Chioza. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Harris off the drive. Pass to Claxton. Out to Harris. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it and then outworks them.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Harry Giles subbed in for Robert Covington. Kicks to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Griffin. Second chance effort. Brown the pass to Aldridge. Over Jones. And that one goes long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Little. Brooklyn with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side, Griffin. Brown inside. He's guarded by Nurkic.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nets trail by 3. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Gioza in at the point guard. Green taking his time here. Down low. Griffin can't get it to go in. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Jones. The rebound by Jeff Green. Net shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Aldridge, no one around him. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And an intentional foul right there. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Left side, Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. McCollum dishes to Cantor and stolen by Irving. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. Now the pass to Green. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Green. Here's Harden on the wing. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Irving. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Passes it to Covington. Irving against McCollum. Pass to Simons. It's McCollum with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Simons surveying the D. Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
One of the best attributes of Enes Kanter is his physicality. This guy does a tremendous job getting himself to the free throw line.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. From deep, Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now Cantor. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's of Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. And good that time.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
It's Harden with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Pass to McCollum. Dishes it to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. He doesn't hit that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Harden, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. The lead is 2. Nurkic finds McCollum. It falls!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Irving attacking. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Inside, here's Jordan. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Collin passes to Lillard. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. The pass to Green. Harden outside. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Yes!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Here's Lillard. Down low and stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. And it falls.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Rip City. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. GA, it's all.
Well, Kevin, even though
David Aldridge, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Now here's Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Wide open. Rebounded by Covington.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Outside, Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic. And it goes down 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
That free throw good from George. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for Powell.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Kicks it out to Jones. McCollum against George. And here's McCollum. Lillard outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here's George. Pass to Zubac. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Covington.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Stolen by George. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. It's stolen by Jones. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And the basket by McCollum.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here's Leonard after Enes Kanter's basket. Zubac, that's good.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Outside Covington. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Covington into the lane. Here's Kanter. The Clippers grab the miss. Nobody near George. They get the rebound. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot to the paint. Zubac. He can't hit that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's McCollum. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And George kicks to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shoots over Lillard. Jackson misses. Outside Covington. To the inside. Kanter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
He hits the second from the line. And here is Los Angeles now. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Oturu in at the 4 slot. Rondo passes to Patterson. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 9. And there's the pass to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles pushing it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Patterson Walken's contact inside. He's looking to get to the line down there.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he makes the first. George is checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Patterson drops them both.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
Now McCollum to the middle. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Oh,
what a play!
Watch your head! So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. The rebound by Patterson.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Leonard. Up top Morris. Kennard for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Anthony taking his time here. Good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Now Leonard. And the wing jumper offline.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And here's McCollum for 3. Powell dishes to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
Passes to Oturu. Back to George. Kicks to Morris. The 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Back to Anthony. Over George. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Trailing by 10. Leonard got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Covered by Morris. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Clippers trail by 8. Here's George. He gets that one.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Powell, the pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leonard attacking. That ball. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside. There's the dish to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Kicks it out to Lillard.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
What else can we say about C.J. McCollum?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And a deep 3 from George. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 4 rebounds in this game. With the putback, Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard with the ball. Kanter covered. Inside. Outside for Batum. Pass to George. From deep. The Clippers get another chance here. Outside Jackson. Back to Zubac. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Zubac has got 6. Greger, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
And Lillard kicks to Kanter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. George against Lillard. Pass to Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard. From the arc. Portland no good that time either. The Clippers trail. For the tie. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Batum. And that's 12 points for Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lillard dishes to Kanter. Back to Lillard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Rondo for the lead. The putback, and George able to finish. George has got 11 points.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And it's Leonard missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Looking for George. He gets it there. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The pass to Powell. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Lillard with no one around. Traps in the tray. He's got 11.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Leonard inside, working on Jones. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. From downtown, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Lillard with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Rondo. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. And there's Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the 2. Morris. That one doesn't drop. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Jackson against Lillard. Passes it to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. He kicks it to Patterson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic from 18 feet away. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Clippers trail by 7. Patterson finds Jackson. Back to Patterson. Morris outside. Patterson passes to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Little with the ball. Knocked away. There's the 3. Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. George with the bucket.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
McCollum against Kennard. McCollum outside. Here's Nurkic, and it's blocked. McCollum against Kennard. Can't hit from in close. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 3-point lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 5. And George, here we go. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Luke Kennard.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Lillard attacking. Here's Cantor. Makes knocks it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
George looking over the floor. Jackson has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Morris, left side. Pass to Leonard. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
George passes to Leonard. Now Morris. He's guarded by McCollum, and Leonard has it in the corner. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Got it!
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's George. Count it!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
So it's Portland now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Lillard. Money!
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Outside for George. And Cantor pulls it down. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Lillard from outside drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. We bring you tonight into Portland over the birth. And before
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Anthony's subbed in for Powell.
Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And a deep three from Lillard. Kanter kicks to Lillard. Back to Kanter. Lopez with the steal. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
He gets it in there. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Holiday looking over the floor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard dishes to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Holiday against Lillard. Lopez, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
So for the Trailblazers, Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Rodions Kurucs. Pat Connaughton comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. To the inside, stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton, finishes the break with a slam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Simons the pass to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Kanter leaving nothing to chance.
To the left wing. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. They grabbed their own miss. And a nice play by Antetokounmpo as he scores.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
To the paint. McCollum with the ball. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Connaughton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Connaughton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one drops for him.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Here is Forbes, down low, and Antetokounmpo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. From deep. Again, McCollum missing. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I think the one important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Banked in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Outside Holiday. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Nurkic, and there's the foul on the shot. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's tipped.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's good. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Yeah, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Kanter. And he gets the bucket. Kanter's got 6 points.
As big as Kanter is, more often than not, he's drawing contact on the drive. And that time, he was able to convert through it.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Kanter. And stolen by DiVincenzo. It's 2-on-1. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Second shot opportunity, and it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the quarter.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
A finish, and Giannis throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points. And that'll do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this game, has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. McCollum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 18. Here's Connaughton. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Lopez with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Buck shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Outside Holiday. A beautiful reverse layup. Holiday's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the inside, and Lillard kicks to Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Middleton on the wing. Caruch passes to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Caruch grabs the board. Bucks leading by 22. Outside Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Nurkic kicks to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Connaughton. Over to the left wing. Here's Caruch. Milwaukee the rebound. Holiday the pass to Caruch. Shot clock at 6. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Off target from three-point range. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McCollum no good. Stolen by McCollum. Looking to end his cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup. McCollum's got 8 points.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Rodions Kurucs. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Middleton outside from past the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. 58 seconds left in the third. Here's Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Over to the wing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
And the Bucks making a change here. So he gets them both. Trailblazers trail by 20. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anthony. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
We talk a lot about the bully ball that Carmelo can play with on display that time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. The Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. To the middle. Here's Portis. Sweet move. No good on the layup. Little can't hit. It's Portis high post. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits at... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Giannis in at the 3 slot. Bucks leading by 15. Now here is Holiday. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Tucker with the ball. Anthony on him. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Sinks the triple.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the 1st quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the 2nd and making them pay.
Now DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Caruch is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Bucks leading by 15. Here is Forbes. Pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Kicks it to Forbes. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 17.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
McCollum, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And here is DiVincenzo. Giannis left side. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Forbes can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Tries from 10. Now the pass to Caruch. From outside the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And the Trailblazers, another three.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jump.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Cantor dishes to Jones. And here's McCollum for three. Missed. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brett.